It's Memorial Day 2018, and I wanted to record a special message to say thank you to all of our soldiers, active duty, retired, and fallen, and even our police officers, the men and women in blue, who have put their lives on the line every day to truly to not just fight for freedom, but also for civility, for a civil society, for a safe society. It is crucial that we pause out of the chaos of the day and the chaos of the news cycle and all the treason against America that we now know has been taking place from within the Obama administration, from within the FBI. It's crucial that we pause and realize that this fight for freedom, it never ends. It is ongoing. It continues because our soldiers and our veterans, they can fight our enemies overseas and they can defeat them, and they have. Throughout history, Americans have been victorious again and again. But even then, we've got the domestic enemies. We've got domestic terrorists. We have radical left-wing Antifa groups trying to murder police and murder innocent citizens right here on the streets of our country. And so we must honor, I put on the special shirt today. Look, this is the Roman warrior with a U.S. Flag, colors. This is like the U.S. Patriot Roman warrior shirt. It just seemed kind of appropriate. I've got a couple of arm patches here of what this means. And I feel such a debt to all the soldiers and the people who came before us, who have died for this country and who have died fighting for the freedoms that they know are necessary for a just nation, or let's say a nation that can even give rise to abundance or anything even resembling economic freedom. It's not easy. It's not easy to have a nation of freedom in a world that seems to bend toward tyranny. It seems to bend toward communism and socialism. And, mobs of uninformed, uneducated people always want to push us in the direction of Marxism and communism, which is genocidal. It's dangerous. It's deadly for us all. And it causes untold human suffering. And it's the soldiers who are on the front lines fighting that war to protect the ideals of individual liberty and freedom and United States sovereignty against this push for mass globalism and mass conformity and mass, obedience to tyranny, which is really what globalism has become. And I just want to say to all those who fight for our freedoms and liberties and who fight for America and who fight for the Constitution, that I join you in that fight, not on the battlefield of bullets and bombs, but in the online world. We create information. We launch platforms like Real.video coming up soon, a free speech platform that's pro-veteran, pro-firearms, pro-Second Amendment, pro-America. But I couldn't even be here to fight for our liberties and freedoms if not for the victories that had been won by the men and women before, who some of whom gave their lives. And so I fully realize that I'm saturated by the realization that I owe everything to the people who came before me. And the only way that I can pay back that debt of gratitude to those men and women is to continue that fight today in every way that I know how, that's legal, that's nonviolent, but using information, using online technology, publishing video technology. It's the only way that I can honor the men and women who have fallen, because I can't pick up a gun and go overseas and join the front lines. That's not my role in this society, but I can carry on that fight for freedom and liberty and the United States of America. I can carry on that fight in the online world, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And so many millions of people have joined us in this fight, and I want to acknowledge all of you too. if you've supported our work and supported our platforms, you are, in fact, re-energizing freedom and liberty for the world, in essence, because the United States is such a positive force for human liberty. I mean, we're the only country that has a Second Amendment, and that should be universal. We are the country now that's fighting against globalism thanks to President Trump. We're fighting against the insane, the Paris Climate Accord, which is a total science hoax, and NAFTA, which was a horrible trade deal. We're fighting against North Korean nukes that threatened much of the world. We're fighting against Iran and its nuclear weapons efforts that frankly, Barack Obama helped fund and helped transfer nuclear fuel to Iran in an act of incredible criminal treason against this country. And frankly, we've arrived at the point, I believe, we are taking our country back. We, the people, are taking our country back. And it's only possible due to efforts of people like you and President Trump, who continues to fight every day. He's not perfect. He's made some mistakes, but he's not a sellout. He's not a traitor like Obama was. He's not a deep state spy criminal like the Bushes were. Trump is a real guy. He's really fighting for America. And you and I are real Americans fighting alongside that effort to say, we deserve individual liberty. We deserve to be a sovereign nation. We deserve the right to determine our own future. And we will not bow down to this radical left-wing Bernie Sanders socialism, communism, Marxism, Nancy Pelosi insanity, Barack Obama treason from within, the domestic terrorism of Antifa and other radical left-wing groups. We won't bow down to that because we honor the soldiers. We honor the men and women who laid down their lives before us. We know they sacrificed everything so that we could be here and have a voice. We have no First Amendment without those people fighting. Throughout the centuries, the Revolutionary War in particular, making us a free country. And then, think about World War II, where the Third Reich, which basically is an extension of radical left-wing socialism. The word Nazi means National Socialism, by the way. I hope you know that. Nazism, the Third Reich, is the radical left, gone militant. And we defeated that once already. And we will defeat it again. And that is in process. And so all of you who are soldiers, who are veterans, who are members of the armed forces, members of local law enforcement, maybe you work for a sheriff, maybe you work for a local PD, maybe you're a federal agent who's one of the good ones, because there are some good ones, but there are some really bad ones who used to run the FBI, like James Comey, who also is a treasonous traitor, by the way. But if you're one of the good people who's trying to contribute to a civil society, then I salute you. I salute your effort. I salute your sacrifices. And I am here to support you and to continue your fight and to add power to your actions through my words. And all the platforms and technologies that we are launching, all the websites, we run liberty.news, we run freedom.news. We run secondamendment.news, we run trump.news, and we're launching real.video. All these platforms are being built in the same inspiration that you have shown when you take up your duty to defend your city or defend your nation or defend your neighborhood. I'm right there with you to defend this country, protect our values, protect these. I got the American flag back here. This is not a green screen. I got the Texas flag back here because I'm a Texan. This is real. The battle is ongoing. It's never ending. But you are not alone in that battle. I want you to know that. I'm right there with you. And I'm fighting every day with you using the means that I have available that are legal and focus in the online world. So I thank you for your support. I thank you for just the fact that you get up every day and do your job. And I want you to know that the American people are here to support you, the real Americans. we support you. And we will defeat the radical left, by the way, in this country. We will defeat them at the ballot box, and we will defeat them in the culture wars. And we will not let them take our country from us. But if it does become a civil war, then it's going to be the actions of men and women like you who help defend and protect this nation against those who are trying to destroy it or overthrow it or install a communist regime, which of course comes with unlimited human suffering and carnage and death and tyranny, authoritarianism. That's what the left believes. We won't stand for it. You know why? Because we're fighters there. That image yet again, the Roman warrior with the American flag, the American symbols. We are Americans. We are Texans, in my case. And we are willing to fight for what we believe in. And we will carry out that fight every single day to honor those who fought before us, to give us the nation that even has a First Amendment and has a Second Amendment and has a Fourth Amendment. We wouldn't even have those things if not for the sacrifices of those who came before us. So this Memorial Day, let us all bow our heads in remembrance of the lives sacrificed so that we might even have a chance to be here, a chance to even have this debate, a chance to even participate in this fight. Without those people, we wouldn't be living in anything that even resembled a free country. So the best way to honor freedom is not to just use it, don't just be a party boy your whole life or a party girl. Don't just be a hedonist and just take advantage of other people's work and effort and just live life, the easy life. Your job is to keep fighting for those same values and same beliefs and defending the freedoms and liberties and abundance that you enjoy. And people who don't get that, frankly, don't deserve to be Americans. You should yank their passports and send them to Cuba for a month and then see what they think. Send them to North Korea for a month. All those people on the left who hate America, just put them on a boat for China for a month, or Venezuela. How about that? Why don't you go live in Venezuela and see how much you like tyranny and authoritarianism? Because if you don't like America, get the F out. And if you love America, fight for it. Legally. I mean, it's a metaphor. Fight for it legally. Stand up for it. That's what I mean. Thank you for watching this Memorial Day 2018. I'm Mike Adams, the Health Ranger. God bless America. Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.